friends. Welcome to another edition of Josh Solves with Friends. It is Tuesday night. It is 9 p.m. We are here on 2MP Studios. And tonight is going to be only a little bit, but a little bit different from some of the other shows that we've done. To be completely honest, am a little burnt out on puzzles right now. And that is because this past weekend was MIT Mystery Hunt, which is, it's the Everest of puzzles, I think, in a lot of ways. Like, it is something to aspire to in a lot of ways. And it's really difficult puzzles. It's like 200 really difficult puzzles. So I want to just chat about that for a minute and show you guys, give you a little curated view into the deep end of of puzzle solving. And then after that, I promise we will do some crosswords. And those ones are a little bit special too. So to help me with all things tonight, I am bringing in a wonderful guy, a many-time Mystery Hunt participant, and a very good friend, Mr. Brandon Rahal.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Josh.
Hello. So, Brandon, you were saying sort of beforehand that you had some things you wanted to say. Do you want to intersperse those, or do you want me to start with just chatting about what this year's hunt was like, or
let me start with, I kind of had like two things, I guess I'll say. Yeah. I can't tell if they're two or one. I'll start talking and then you can jump in. The MIT puzzle hunt. Yeah. For the most part, the puzzles are like just really wild and creative, right? Like when you say puzzles to, I don't know, for lack of a more less loaded term, the average person, you say like, oh, like Sudoku, sure, or like a crossword, or maybe even like a Rubik's Cube. Yeah, kind of. But like, what if they didn't give you instructions on how to solve those, right? And then let's say you solve the Sudoku, but okay, so you're looking at a completed Sudoku. Great. For an MIT puzzle hunt, that's for that kind of puzzle. Like, no, like there's something else you need to do. They've
Don't
used
worry.
Sudoku.
I'll be showing a Sudoku puzzle.
Yeah. I guess I'll say this real quick and then we can. What a lot of the puzzles, in my experience, will be just ways to codify information within like a large body of work. Like, for example, like if there's a prolific band, you get like 26 of their songs. You cue into those songs based off of like lyrics. They'll write you lyrics, or even just like a music clip. Yeah. And then like, it's like, okay, so it's to this song, or they'll add another level of complexity. Like, oh, okay, here's the track, but like here where it's usually like a G, it's an A. So it's like, okay, so it's going to be like a swap of some sort. Is it going to be a DNA swap? Cause G and A, or is it just going to be, a BCD, like a 6-letter Caesar cipher? Maybe. You just kind of have to keep poking at it. And then eventually you come up with a word. Luckily, you can call them and say, is this the answer? And they'll say yes, as opposed to be like, well, I think I got it. It's a little less. Some puzzles are really easy to, like a cryptic where like the answer sort of confirms itself. And sometimes it's a little more obtuse.
Yeah. So let's take a look. This year's hunt. The other thing about the MIT puzzle hunt that, most people would not immediately think of is that it has, in addition to having hundreds of puzzles every year, it's entirely new art every year. And so like we started this year's hunt at MIT at Hayden Library, and apparently Hayden Library exploded and all of these books were flying around. And so we had a lot of the early puzzles being, the never-ending story, where the wild things are, like children's books.
Oh,
right? Adorable, right?
I missed this year's puzzle hunt entirely. It snuck up on me, and there's always like there's an energy cost. I don't know if you all know, like, energy graphs are like, to get a chemical reaction to go, there's always a little energy that needs to get fed into the system before, before the fire starts or the sugar turns to energy or whatever. And that hump is it was a little too large for me this year. I couldn't find the catalyst to
Sure.
get it moving forward.
So here's an example of one of the earlier puzzle hunt puzzles. So this might actually look familiar to some people. It is a puzzle style called a drop quote. The idea is that, these letters up here will go into these cells down here. And when you put them in the right order, it's going to spell something out for you. MIT Mystery Hunt usually takes puzzles like this and says, okay, but what if we went one step further? So what this one is instead of a series of just a bunch of drop quotes, you might notice that, for example, there are 4 letters up here, but there are 5 slots to fill.
Sure.
And that's because every one of these drop quotes feeds from both sides, and it moves around like a cylinder. Like it just keeps going.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So like,
sure.
Yeah. So that's how this one works. This was one of the first puzzles that I looked at. Of course, the other thing they do to make it much more complicated, I'm just going to go to the solution here and show you guys what's going on.
Yeah.
The other thing that they do is they don't put the words in order of the quote.
Okay. Sure.
Like the thing that makes it make sense so that you can solve it.
Yeah. I imagine I feel like they might have done that because it was like, well, what if someone just ran this through a just brute forced it with a quick like with a cipher computer and just like banged out like a Turing machine.
There are. I mean, they did it because it's the MIT Mystery Hunt, and they want this to everybody wants to sort of one up each other year after year after year. Like not necessarily in the difficulty of puzzles or the number of puzzles, but just like the different things that you can do, the creativity, the art, so I wanted to talk about this one, not just because I did it, but because the quote that I found was this quote, which I will read to you. In the beginning, the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move. It delighted me. It delighted me to find, those words in there.
I saw the answer, but now I'm looking at like, okay, each of these were in there, but there was a missing word.
Yes.
And then if you took the beginning letter of each missing word, you get the answer.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah. So, the thing that I think makes a lot of people shy away from Mystery Hunt is the extraction portion. Like, I think there are people who would not look upon doing this weird drop quote thing as cruel and unusual punishment, which is what my girlfriend was like. That sounds like torture. Like, this is why would you do this to yourself?
These puzzles, as a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, once said, like, they just have an uncanny way of making you feel dumb. And if you don't like feeling dumb, then you kind of want to do it. Like, they make you feel dumb up to the point like you get the aha moment is what we call it, right? What if you did this? I remember like one of the few that I'd had was it was you talk about one-upping hunts, but there was one where everything was musicals themed. Like, it was like the whole thing was like the producers, like every team was supposed to make like the worst musical ever. And one of them was like a series of pictures, and you had to figure out what there was a picture of, and they were all two-word answers, like rainbow swash, the thing of the tower, the water tower, going into Boston, some of the things like that. And each word had like one letter missing for it, based off of the letter clues you had. I was like, okay, and it was like it coded to your answer, and it was like, well, what's the other half? And it came up with these pictures. The puzzle was called Fight Choreography. In fact, I bet we could find that if we Googled it.
Brandon, I
You know
have
what?
a lot of puzzles to show to people.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, all I want to say was the pictures look like it had those like jagged symbols. I was like, these look like Batman pictures. Oh, the other words are like Batman phrases, like Biff becomes Bath, Swash becomes Swish, that becomes it. I was like, hey, I got it, and solved the puzzle. It's a good feeling when you figure that out. That's all I was trying to get at.
Yeah, it's one of the best feelings when you can get that aha moment. But for me, the thing that I end up finding myself doing most in most mystery hunts is doing just the sort of resource generation, the help, right? So like this is another one that was in the early rounds here. And it's a silly little poem where you take these words on the right and you fill them into the blanks here. And they ask a question and you will get an answer. So like, where's home to blank, but not to Peru? You put Belize in there. And then the answer to that question is South America, SA, right?
Okay.
Or sorry, Central America, CA. And Central is 7 letters and America is 7 letters. So like, yep, you got it right,
Okay.
And when you fill all of these things, and so like, it's just fun to sort of look at these things on the side and fill them in, you know? And for me, often that's sort of where I stop, because the next thing in this one, like I did help out with it, but like the next step in this in this thing is that each one of these things are if you take the 2 letters, there's a state or a chemical element, and you have to translate into not binary but trinary.
Oh, you're so clever, MIT
and
puzzle
it
hunt, aren't
spells
you?
out. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's get rid of me for a sec. Let's go to
Robin. Good.
It spells out upcycle, like woo,
Okay. Real quick. I promise this one will be quick. There's an infamous hunt that did not end. It went on until Monday, and they had to like scrap the final puzzle and be like, look, you got close enough. You're done. And one of them was a word find. It's kind of a standard word find. And at the top, you could read like level 2. But it was a, I don't know what you call it, like recursive, I guess. So like each letter could correspond into a 2x2 code of letters. So like A was, ZQMB or like BAZ, like something like that. And they had, enough of them. Where like, if you figured out what that was, you could break it down. Like, okay, you can separate it in 2x2s, break it down, and then you get level 1. Or you could blow it out and it was level 3. And some of the words were only on some of those grids. The problem was like,
that was crazy.
Because here's the thing, like the way to solve that, like one of the words was on level like 26. So it's like, well, I'm not a supercomputer. Like, what the hell do you want me to do with this?
Right. Write a program that'll do this recursive function for you. Yeah.
Yes. That is the kind of like skill set that is required to finish the MIT puzzle hunt. That's why they're done with teams of hundreds.
Yeah, I mean, it is very much why they're done with teams of hundreds. Hey, Rachel, we're chatting about MIT Mystery Hunt because it was this past weekend.
Yeah.
So this is my brag story from this past weekend.
All right.
So this is one called the Downtown Murders. The puzzle is just a story about a dead body found on, Ethan Christie. We set up a dragnet, et cetera, et cetera. 2 days later, another victim. we found another one here. And so it's just a story of all of these people getting killed, right?
Sure.
But you notice that like
there are a ton of numbers.
They are all being killed on
Flynn.
you know, like a street crossing that is a number and a letter. And so, you know, so I went and I read through this and I was like, all right, so let's build a little graph, right? Let's see where everybody died and let's label the day that they died, and we'll figure out, you know, what's going on here.
Did you just use an Excel sheet for this, or did you go old school with pen and paper?
Just an Excel sheet. And it creates a Sudoku.
Yeah, it does.
And it doesn't just create a Sudoku, it creates a killer Sudoku, which is a variant where because they have a killer on the loose, right?
Yes.
And it's a really difficult puzzle, but a really interesting puzzle, because, you know, most killer Sudokus, what happens is they give you like, you know, these three numbers here, sum up to 12, right? So you're like, oh, okay, so, you know, I know some things about what can and can't go in places and stuff like that. This one, they told us where one of the like cage cells was, and then you can figure out the rest of them. So it's like, yeah, this one's a 4-cell cage and it adds up to, you know, 20. We're only telling you where one of the 4 cells is.
Okay.
So what you end up being able to do is get a solution grid that looks like this, and then there's some other stuff that goes on, and basically you then have to do another killer Sudoku because you translate this gobbledygook into a tiny URL.
Of course you do.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, you put it in there. Hey, genius art noticer.
Compare the solution grids and make use of the text and
I mean, you know, it's something where, of course, the extraction gets annoying, et cetera, but I was just so happy to just start writing down, like, all right, like, I don't know where this information is going to go, but I do know that, you know, having this information is going to be good. I don't know. It just, I had that aha. I had the aha of, I know what this is. This is a killer Sudoku. This is how it's going to work. And like, and somebody else will figure out the end part for me. But like, I'm going to get steps.
put it in the team solving wiki and have at.
Yeah,
that's one of those things. It's like it's good and also necessary, but can also be kind of I almost want to call it like lonely. Like you come into a puzzle, and it's like, no, we need someone to do extraction on this. And it's like, okay, but I didn't get to have like the adventure. I didn't get to read the poem, and I suppose I could, you know, if I want to waste time, or I could just get to the extraction. I mean, for some, that's a lot of fun, right? Like being able to come up with fresh eyes, like, oh, this person's never seen this. Maybe they'll just have a moment. And sometimes that moment is just like, hey, I noticed that the way you codified all this information, like this spells something. Like you had 2 columns and you had to resort the left.
Yeah.
Why don't we just sort by the right? Can we just go back to the original puzzle? And you do that, and it snaps into place.
Yeah.
Sometimes your aha moment is just, hey, go back and look at the thing. Like, what if you went back and looked at the thing?
All right, so I have 2 other ones that I wanted to show, and
is one of them the one I very desperately want you to? Are we going to wait on that one?
So here I will mention to people that there is a Blaseball puzzle in this hunt. I read through the solution very quickly, and it is complicated enough that I don't really want to talk about it deeply here or anything. But if you're a Blaseball fan, they have a Blaseball puzzle. And you know, they made a bunch of YouTube videos that's very similar to the Blaseball roundups that you've seen before. it, you know,
They're
it's
not,
really,
these clips
you
aren't
know,
26 seconds, are they? That'd be nice and easy. If
I
something, if
don't
you get a
think
bunch of clips that
so.
are 26 seconds, then you've listened and there's something different in one of the spots that codes to it
Right.
away. It's a common. So actually, I
Um,
want to circle back to this. When I talked about like codifying information inside of like a series of song lyrics, or I've seen web comics come up a lot where like replace the letter A with the entire, text of a web comic strip.
mm,
It's a cool way of like introducing people to something they might not be familiar with.
yeah.
Like taking a snapshot of pop culture or something and being like, oh, if you're familiar with it, you get to hop in and say, oh, that's my thing. Oh, I know curling or Wordle or Blaseball or this band. That's how I learned about
Yeah.
Numberwang and that Mitchell and Webb look. And I was like, so
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing that, like, MIT Mystery Hunt is a giant nerd fest. It is
mhm,
something that, absolutely, you know, will ask you deep questions about computer program, like will
mhm,
challenge you on deep questions of computer programming or metaphysics theory or something, because it's MIT, right? Like
yeah,
that happens. But every single year there is a crochet or cross
yeah,
stitch puzzle.
yep. Every year
Every
there's a
single year.
WWE puzzle.
Yep.
Every year there's a Mega Man puzzle.
uh, and every year there are puzzles where the solution to the puzzles isn't just a one word answer that you send back to them. It's a command to you. Uh, so I could not find which puzzles gave these commands, but
Hmm.
in the wrap up party for this year, we had a bunch of people dancing to and lip syncing "Never Want to Give You Up." Uh, just it's just like, yeah, let's rickroll people just cause.
Sure.
Make a make a video of that.
Was the answer like
Another one,
Rickroll at the rap party or something? Or
they just played a little clip show of some of the people. Um, and then they also had a challenge where you had to create uh, you had to create a movie with two separate directors in a third style, sort of a thing. And so it was a lot
okay.
of like, yeah, so we'll get Jim Henson with pick any other director. Like, let's do Jim Henson and Martin Scorsese, and they're doing a western. Okay, great.
Sure.
Like, just hey, make that for us. Make a minute long movie that incorporates all three of those things. Um, and that's
I
part of
like
Mystery
that.
Hunt too.
Yeah.
Um, so this puzzle I actually thought was one of the more straightforward puzzles when I was sort of glancing through it. And Wordle is apparently everybody's favorite new addiction. I
It's
totally
so
understand.
it's so very easily accessible is the thing. I really like Mastermind, and now I get a little word Mastermind once a day.
Yep.
I feel like I wish I could scroll through this because I kind of want to see.
So
Okay.
yes. So what it is you have these Wordle grids, and then you have
Seven.
a bunch of cryptic clues down here,
Yeah.
some
All
of
right.
which are in green, right? So like that they are those are the words at the end.
And the
Um,
rest of them slot to the rest of the grid based off of. Okay.
yep.
The fact that they highlighted the ones in green is like, oh, they softball this one. Like that's
Uh, you know, a little bit yes, but also the fact that they created a Wordle puzzle and Wordle has only been out for like a couple weeks,
yeah, that is yeah.
kind of impressive.
Well, hang on a sec. No, Wordle's actually been around for because they're up to puzzle like 213. So technically, it's been around for months. Just it has hit
Wordle
the
has not
zeitgeist.
been in the public consciousness.
Sure, yeah. Among Us existed for many, many years before everyone was like, "This is going to be our thing now."
Mm-hmm.
That one's the wildest to me, frankly. As far as like things being like, "Hey, have you heard of Among Us?" Like that thing that I was playing in 2016. That one, or
All
did I
right,
delete it
and
because it was too
so
buggy?
And what I also loved about this one is that after you do all this, solve all the cryptic clues and you put everything in order, and it tells you to make fake emoji Wordle art, or wait,
make emoji art from
make
fake
emoji
Wordle.
art from fake Wordle board. And so what you had to do was make emoji art using a Wordle board. And so like there was a really excellent one shown of somebody doing the vomit emoji, and the bottom word was vomit. And it's just like,
that's fantastic.
Right. Isn't that the best? You're still playing Among Us? I never got to play Among Us. It actually makes me sad.
You could still play it. It still exists.
Yeah, but but I want to play it with my friends, right? I don't want to go play it with a bunch of randos.
Okay, I'll re-download it if you want.
Okay, then we have to get more people to join us. You know how hard it is to put together an RPG session like Among Us.
I mean, you don't have friends who have kids. I'll just query my 10-year-old and 6-year-old nephews, and they'll hop on. The nephews don't do the tasks all that well, but like, all I'm saying is there are options.
Fair enough. All right, that was enough talking. What do y'all think? Maybe we should knock out a quick Tuesday New York Times.
Yeah, we'll come back to talking if Serpico joins us later, and he can talk about some of his favorite puzzle hunt moments. He is also an avid solver. The three of us have been on the same team, I believe, for 2 years, even though due to not just the pandemic, but the breadth and scope of the hunt that we don't see each other in person.
Yeah. All right. Ready, friends? People in chat, first of all, thank you for indulging me. We just chatted about something that I'm very excited about. Backseating is totally okay. We are doing the Tuesday. We are not aiming to go for any time. We're here to chat and have a good time. So let's get started.
Let's. Oh, so
pretty.
Mist.
Very lightly. That would be a mist.
This could be a lot of things. Ache jumps out at me, but
I like Ache as a try.
True. I think Chicken or Duck is going to be foul.
Yeah. Polish the Senate has that as well. I like it. Is there a pond in Central Park?
What's 5 down?
Correctly. 5 down. Reform leader memorialized the Stone of Hope for short. Yep, don't know that one.
Is it Mao Zedong?
Oh boy.
Is there an arch maybe in Central Park?
Oh boy. Oh, if it is Mao, I need to turn in my communist card. It's gonna be a bad time. I don't think there is an arch.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, the letters look good, but so let's.
I'm gonna guess it's I Am. I actually don't know this song by Billie Eilish. Double A.
Yeah, that's not gonna be. Oh yeah, for short. Yeah, abolish the Senate. I think you're right.
Okay.
Economize. I want to go saved.
I want to say shrink, but that's not enough letters.
Yeah.
Or it's too many. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's just scroll through. 8 down is tenure.
8 down. That is tenure.
9 down is ATM. This is cool, right? We're just, as we see him, just call him out.
Yeah. I mean, my main goal is aim to stay sort of up top where we are. Don't,
this is crust.
Yes, Little Nas X goes down on 31, but
yes.
We'll get there eventually.
I'm so glad you pointed that
Skimp
one
for
specifically out because I looked
economize.
at that and almost said something.
I like Skimp. Okay, and it's lake instead of
Yeah. MLK.
pond.
That's
That gotcha. Yeah, reform leader. That is one way to describe him, I suppose.
we can feel a sure, yeah.
You know. All right. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Possible requirements for joining a tattoo club.
Something Inc. Something Inc. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Ink is going to be there a bit. I agree.
Let's 10 down is crust.
It is. It may be found above the mantle. I mean, if you're gonna make it a pun, then you should do the cryptic clue, question mark, right?
Yeah. 15 across.
Oh, something ink minimum. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably going to be like a 2 ink minimum. That's fun.
Yeah, I love it.
There's a difference between a mini and a midi.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Confident shout from an optimist.
I'm starting to not. Well, A kind of still works, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hemline.
Mini skirt and midi skirt. Yeah. For some reason, I thought mini was some sort of like file type that I was unfamiliar with.
Genius art noticer. What is what fun is like? Is that what fun is like? Which part are you saying that for? For the minimum?
S?
Yeah, I would think.
Minimum?
Oh, wonder if it's achy.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can, or something like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
21 across, I think, is slim. Well, what's 22 down? Maybe we can just knock it out.
Yeah, that is slim.
Mesa.
That will be a Mesa. And there we go. Lil Nas X. Right where we thought he would be.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go back up here for a second. Yeah, so it's going to be oft. So I think it's going to be 2. It will be
how
2,
something, yeah.
Isn't that special? Like how neat or something like that, probably.
Swooned.
Yep. Yep. That's a.
Here it is.
I'm going to spoil one of the surprises of tonight, and that surprise is we will be having a puzzle that actually 2 puzzles that I created later on here, and if you don't like 2 ink minimums, you're not going to like the puns that I made because they are so much worse. All right.
Neil.
Those are Neils.
Piece cake.
0
None.
It is going to be freaking neat, isn't it?
Tin.
No, there we go.
How nice.
10. So how nice. At least there's that. Hey, Ben. Everyone loves my puns.
28 across is ice flow. Remember that ends with an E.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we're gonna crush this.
A healthy person regularly calling in sick. So oh no, Nikolai.
An ill practice.
Yeah, it's gonna be ill practice.
Jeez. There's Umberto Eke, I think. I can't remember if it's Eke or Echo. I think it's a CE.
Oh.
Cohen. So echo. Ill practice, practicing being ill.
Is drill practice a thing? A liner?
Well, that is kind of funny. I mean, I don't know if this is, I'm reading too much into it already, but
yeah,
2 ink minimums if you remove DR.
Right.
And if you remove DR from drill practice, you get ill practice. Is this like a specific Tuesday
I just
puzzle?
don't know. Yeah, this is a Tuesday.
I was if it was a Monday puzzle for MLK Day, Dr. Martin Luther King, maybe they removed doctor. Wow, that's a reach. That's the kind of thing you say when you've been doing Puzzle Hunt for a couple of days, and it's like, is this a puzzle? Somebody on a gaming Discord I listened to, actually it's one of the Blazeball Discords, showed a picture someone made of like a video game screen with a bunch of different GUIs on it, like the charge meter from Rocket League and the toolbar from Minecraft, the shot stats from a game of XCOM. It's just a mishmash. And for a minute I was like, I wonder if this is a puzzle. Like I tried to solve the picture for a few seconds before I was like, oy.
All right, what do we got here? You have dirt thoughts. Hey,
Loam.
John.
Hey.
All right, so we have Star Wars Princess turned General. That is obviously Leia.
33 across is aim.
I'm your hero. I don't know, Abe.
No.
An machine. I like that.
You take out drum machine. You take the DR of drum.
Yeah, you take the DR out. Okay. What did I spell wrong? Feud. Yes. I totally spelled feud wrong. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, so 44 across is sod.
44 across? Oh,
yeah, I was coming just through the middle.
No problem. I was like, sod is 5 letters. What are you talking about?
Sod. Just get a couple of intros in there.
No, I hadn't looked at the clue for it, so I sod.
Let's see, 39 down is hone.
Hone.
Next to that is idea.
Carrying the Banner musical. Musical people, help us out. I don't know. What's the clue for 35?
Abolish the Senate saying, can you scroll down? You're over the bottom quarter of the puzzle. Can you just move our heads out of the way?
Boom. We're out of the way. Yeah, so Italian author was 35 across. If you happen to know that one. I mean, Elena probably, but I don't know for sure. Yeah.
Well, I want to call this out. Read the Unready in the chat. 49 across Batman balloons say pow. And it's funny. We were just Red, we were just talking about MIT Puzzle Hunt stuff, and one of the few aha moments I had was during a hunt where the puzzle was called Fight Choreography, and part of it was a bunch of pictures, and the frame around them was like the jagged-looking biff, pow, swish, zap sound effect things from the Batman TV show. So they do say pow. They also say a lot of other things.
Really overdoing it in slang.
Let's try hard, but
yeah. All right, another pun. Here we go. Proceeded in commenting on an adorable kitten photo. Say it's going to be missing DR from normal.
I'm trying to think of a DR word where you take the DR. It's something.
Yeah,
line.
I'm like, this is what this is. Here is the pattern because that will help. And it's like, no, I don't think it's actually going to help. Beaten to. Oh, Nikolai. That's hold on. No, just beat to the awe. Proceeded in commenting on an adorable kitten photo.
Oh, goodness.
That's, I you have an excess if rabbits.
An excess of rabbits. 57 down. A rabbit holder.
Rabbit holder.
It's like a hovel or something.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Plural
Red got it.
Warren.
The hutch.
Hutch. Yes.
It's a cute movie with Will Smith where he is basically a matchmaker until he finds someone he also loves who's a rabbit lover. It's called. You know what? Nope. That joke is just it's a high wire act that no one wants to see.
Doctor is out. Lucy's empty peanut booth sign and the fun of the puzzle.
Yep. I was trying to what does that have to do with? Oh, yeah, there you go. I have now after seeing a few of these and being part of them on Josh Solves with Friends, I'm okay with the Tuesday, the long clues, one of them will call out the other 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Right? Are these examples of personal finance? Sure, we'll put in personal finance, which I know is not exactly the same, Red. But
all right, okay. I mean, if you're going to call him in, then I'm bringing in Josh Serpico.
Oh, a pleasure, gentlemen.
Yes, you're right. I did. That is South by Southwest is totally in there incorrectly. Thank you for the correction. Hey, sir, how was Belittle League tonight?
Oh, super fun. We kicked off season 2. It's a delightful romp. It's a great show, by the way. If you've got an hour to kill before Josh Solves, head on over to twitch.tv/Badger Hub, and that's where Belittle League is. They recently went through a rebranding, but it's a great show about friendships and monsters. And a nice way to warm yourselves up to solve puzzles right here at 9:00. How's that for a plug?
Hey, good job.
Hey.
We stayed across is rare.
Yeah.
And 71 across is I don't know. I know twir is quaint. Twir as in twirnt nothing.
Yeah. I do not know. I think it's a Dell.
A den and den.
Yes.
Yeah.
Den.
Toto, right? Toto, the dog.
Yeah. I like that one.
It works.
I like that one.
Oh, that's a cute one.
Yeah. World that creates the GRE. Oh God, I don't know that.
The educational something. I don't know.
They sound like demons, whoever they are.
Yeah.
Library area.
Stacks.
Hey.
K-Cup.
K-Cup. When you want to destroy the environment, however you possibly can.
One warm, shitty cup of coffee at a time.
You know what? I was trying to get in front of it because my wife
owns
a Keurig, but she uses those little mesh refillers, so you can.
Yeah, those you can make them more. If you use the mesh refillers and put loose leaf tea in there, it's good. 72 across is shim. That's how you shim, you shim up a a bookcase or whatever.
And a Paris Accord is oui. I can't.
36. Yeah.
Let's go back up a little bit.
Carrying the banner music.
Leas, Leas.
Is that what that means?
Newsies. Right. Newsies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. And the world will know.
We have
the one lyric I can remember from Newsies.
We have the very classic Cleopatra snake.
Yep.
Take a drink. Intro to girl, add a girl.
Ada.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That looks like tire out.
Were those tisks? No. That's
Yeah.
the tisks. Okay.
That's it.
I was looking at the across and
Yeah. I'm like, how's that fit?
Tabloid twosome. That's an item.
Oh.
Megan Thee Stallion does rap.
Infuriating Ben Shapiro. Can that squeeze in? Is that 3 letters?
Really,
you know, his wife's a doctor, and apparently Megan Thee Stallion's music doesn't even exist.
Hassling Ben Shapiro, a critically underexplored genre. Really want to explore that soundscape.
Team USA.
Yeah.
And hallowed be thy name.
Yeah. Ooh, funky jazz.
Yeah, I like the theme. That works for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey Josh, do you know if they've ever done an MIT puzzle hunt puzzle coding into John Boyce's videos?
Not that I know of. But,
they should do a smooth jazz.
You see, this is why. Oh, okay. Have we? When you two were talking, and I apologize, I missed it. I was down the hole, so to speak. Did you talk about the specific team that we're on in the puzzle hunt? I don't know if we're name dropping.
Not really.
Not much. Codex, whatever the name, whatever.
Yeah.
Codex
So the reason why is to justify what I'm about to say, which is just once I would love if our team Codex won, because I've got so many ideas that I just want to stuff into puzzles. Like, I want to make a couple of puzzles.
Yeah.
You know, like I want that more than anything.
Yeah.
Sir, I don't know if that was an intentional segue, but y'all should do some puzzles.
Dude, let's do some puzzles.
Yeah.
If either one of you want to hop in the private chat, and
how I see that. How should this work? Should one of us share screen?
Yeah.
I see.
Hey, Ender's in the chat. Hey,
oh, well, is Ender here?
Ender.
Yeah.
Hey, Ender. Welcome down the hall. We both just walked from one room on the internet to another here.
I like it when the internet feels a little more close, a little more.
This is our corner of the internet.
We should all pop over to Salty Bed after this.
Brandon, do you want to share your screen or should I?
Kind of feel like maybe you should. I just got this weird feeling you're going to have the more stable connection.
All right, fair enough. All right, let me open this.
Supreme Lord Ender, John is doing me a favor tonight, to be perfectly honest. Because I know he just did a show, but I did not want to leave Brandon by himself to solve my puzzle with no one to banter with.
Yeah.
Because I can't really banter on my own puzzle, you know.
Window celebration for Serpent Brow. Oh, that's a cute name.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sharing my. Oh nope. It's like share your screen. Do you want to share your screen? No. Ew, privacy violation. I'm like, oh, I should probably hit yes. Follow these steps. Oh, this is killing me.
Yeah, Supreme Lord Ender. I made, in fact, 2 puzzles. This first one, and so I actually, you know what? I'll take this moment as we're getting the technical issues sorted. So I did my first puzzle the way that I have created crossword puzzles in the past, which was on graph paper. You know, I sit there with, and you know, I'm going to do this far enough away that nobody's going to see any answers, but like, you know, I sit there, I write out some stuff. There's a lot of erasing and reworking and, you know, all of that sort of thing. So that's what you're going to see out of this first puzzle. And then I'm going to tell you about the amazing new technologies that exist. That made me go, God, oh God, I need to give them a better puzzle after this first one.
I recently made a discovery about this work computer I'm on, which is I cannot actually allow Chrome to record my screen.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Can you still share it, or should I try it out?
No,
You
yeah,
give it a
Brandon.
shot. I think you got it.
Otherwise I will play stenographer.
Oh, that would be very kind if it comes to that.
Okay. Let's see if I can just share this one tab. Yeah, celebration for I love it.
All right, if you share, then I'll still
Okay.
I'll still
So are you
observe.
seeing it? Kind of toggle
Bam.
through the tabs. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I got you. Beautiful.
All right. Follower of Mao. That's Josh. Okay.
All right, I'm taking myself off. I will be in the chat. I'll come once you guys are done.
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
Okay.
All
Let's.
right, we're all by
I'll be
ourselves
honest,
in here.
I haven't solved any of these immediately, so I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try fads for trends.
Fads is trends, sure.
How do you like to do this, by the way? Do you like to try and get the across and then start trying to check the downs to solidify it, or do you want to just go through all the acrosses?
Honestly, I pick some low hanging fruit and then work off from there. I'm pretty agnostic as to where I start.
Okay.
I just want to see. I want to see runners on base, and then I just go back.
Okay. In that case, let's.
Endor and yep, there you got your Ewoks. Donald Glover is halfway to an EGOT.
Oh. Yeah. Nice.
He's gonna get one.
Yeah.
God, what is a potato in Indian cuisine?
Aloo? Is that right?
It might be.
I'm gonna try and toggle through the.
I've certainly eaten hundreds of pounds of potatoes from various Indian restaurants.
Ref.
This 16 across is ref 5. Ref in 5 letters. Hold on. What's 9 down?
Klein and better than.
Ezra. Ezra's. Yeah. Come on, Josh.
This is Zebra.
Zebra,
it's entirely possible that. Oh no, he did this one by hand, didn't he? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
10 small. We
maintain as you would a bike chain.
I don't know.
I mean, what do you do to it?
De-rust it? I don't know. I don't know what you do to a bike chain.
You degrease and re-grease it. It's maintenance. It's yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really love this. In 3rd edition, simple light melee weapon, crits ×3. I'm pretty sure that's a Chris.
Yeah.
It's a Chris knife.
Oh, man. Josh is such a nerd.
You've been adorable dork, you.
Simple light me of 3 times on.
This is a boat question, sir. I gotta
God, some edgelordy rogue always walks around with one of those stupid things. Because that crit damage, man.
Yeah, I mean, that ×3. That's +2s and +3s are nothing. If you get multiplicative stuff, it's damaging for not just D&D, but for pretty much all games that have numbers.
Absolutely. You're right. Josh solves in the chat. I made this puzzle for you guys, Josh, and it feels that way. So thank you. Really we love it. You can usually find an old one on a ship. That'd be a sail, right? Really? But I don't like that because then what's 24 across?
Suffix with great, but not good. Ist. Greatest exists, but goodest.
Greatest. Okay. So what can you? What? So okay.
A salt, an old salt.
Yeah, an old salt. That's what you call old able seamen. And yeah, you would re-oil a bike chain.
I kind of want a puzzle setter's favorite instrument. Oboe. As in, an oboe can fit in here. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see if we can find asp. We should just go and try and find
a quick asp search.
Let's pop over to Maybe we can
Oh,
lock
I
this in
love the
place.
term "old soul." That is a term I
Yeah.
use,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's so good.
like most first declarative Latin nouns. I don't. Did he make that one for you? Because he sure didn't make it for me. This is a go.
Yeah.
I can get it on my own. Is it do it myself?
Yeah, I think that fits.
I type it correct then.
Nice. I like that one.
I want to pop around because I kind of want to talk about Oregon Trail.
Oh, you got so many options, but it's
Yeah.
probably an axle. Knowing Josh, it's an axle.
It's almost no one just.
And then former would be X.
Okay, we're popping around a tiny bit. How's the chat going? Because I don't have it.
Ben Guaraldi in the chat. One down is Fem. Nice.
First name of Louvre fame. Moi? No. Showing how uncultured I am. All right.
But wait a second. Do it myself may not be right if 17 Across is Mona for Mona Lisa, the most famous painting at the Louvre.
Fair enough. Let's start. Let's see if we can just.
Yeah, we can work our way back into 3 down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. This is gonna confuse us if we.
Yeah. All right. Let's. Yeah. All right. A squirrel.
It's probably the verb. Stash.
Yeah. Hey, love it.
Hey yo, I love it. 20 follower of Mao. Say as in Mao Zedong. Is that TSE?
Mm-hmm.
Don't. I can get it on my own. Don't help me.
Don't help me. Oh, please be that. Yeah, I love it. Oh, that's good.
I hope that's what it is. Let's see if. No, because we're not quite there because it's better with friends.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's locking. Don't tell me, maybe. Yeah, I can do it myself. Don't tell me.
Yeah, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's
nice. I love it. We're working. Yeah, me, you, and Supreme Lord Ender are figuring that one out in real time, and I think Don't Tell Me is probably right. What you give characters in D&D instead of gold if you care about encumbrance.
Platinum.
Bag of holding doesn't fit. I mean, you trade it for gems. Like you trade gold for gems, and you just carry around gems.
I'll slide that in there.
Bunch of like just murdering psychos carrying bags of gems.
Oh my god! Followers of D, E, F, G, H.
Oh my god! Oh, this is great.
I think 35 Acrosses go ham.
Hold on. Yeah, go ham. Absolutely go ham. We're about to go ham.
We're gonna go ham, yeah.
Yeah.
27 down. Reams. Yeah. Is that paper? Yeah, piles of paper.
Yep, piles of paper would be reams.
Let's do the latter here.
Yeah, let's get magic comes before the gathering.
Sure does. Is this trying to open up for us to plug things that happened in the past? You know, Josh and Serp and I were part of an improv show called Magic the Gathering, the show. And gods and planeswalkers willing, we will be part of it again in Panic. Yep, sorry. Thanks.
Miami is where the heat is on the street.
Not on the beach till the break of dawn.
You got white jackets, you got Dwayne Wade, you got it all. This basketball team won 111 games in a row. That's UConn.
Just real quick.
That's insane. That's an insane. Oh my god. Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah.
That's UConn.
AOC. Yeah. Yeah, she could.
Let's just hover on AOC's presidential I think Steve Kornacki on a big board would talk me out of that probability really fast. Like he would zoom in on like Ohio manufacturing counties, and I'm like, you're right, Kornacki. Let's just go with a centrist and like a super centrist. And then I'd hate myself. Anyway, reference 47 down.
I still don't know if that's going to be a noun or a verb.
Yeah, I don't know. Sight. It'd be sight if it's a verb.
Like it.
Yeah.
It's omni. Yeah. Omnipresent.
Love it. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool one. I like that, Josh. A thing you should do.
What's 25 across is
with friends.
The thing you should do with friends.
Be something.
Yeah, well, let's see. With 52 down, she wants to talk to a manager. Is that Karen?
Karen. That would be Karen.
Keep in touch.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
That is nice. This is nice.
I'm going to see if I can go vertical.
Yeah.
Alma mater.
That'd be Tisch. Tisch School.
Okay.
I always thought there was a C in there.
Is it? I don't know.
No, it's got to be Tisch. That's where they all go. Genius art noticer. You're right. This is a very wholesome puzzle. Agreed.
Yeah.
A solemn column. An obit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like that. Where you'll find Chernobyl.
Behind a bunch of signs that say "Please do not get any closer." Is that just 3 letters?
Under the big glowing.
Fuel cell byproduct, chemically speaking.
Uranium-235. I mean,
yeah. Did Josh allow for numbers to be put in here? Well, a fuel cell byproduct.
I mean, let's just check. Real
Okay,
quick.
what words start with a 2?
I'm just gonna let that sit while I.
Yeah. We can come back.
Huffy, they make bicycles, right? If there's a 3-letter bicycle,
a Huffy competitor,
or it could. I mean, I could be misreading the. Oh, sorry. This 31 down. I think he's referring to the show Chernobyl, which airs on HBO.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
That's nice.
Is this oxidic? Like rust?
Yeah, I mean that's oxidic. Clever.
Yeah.
Huffy competitor.
BMX. Oh my God! So
2MB Studios. Oh my God! Oh my God! Come on! He put a 2 in there.
Oh wow!
He's a madman, and he must be stopped.
So good.
Oh man! Speaking of, are you folks in the chat? Are you enjoying this show? Well, good news. 2MB Studios has tremendous content every night of the week. We've got talk show. We've got morning talk shows. We've got evening talk shows. We've got comedy shows of all shapes and sizes. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button and give us a subscription if you want to as well. That's 2MB Studios, your source for 32 down solves in Josh Solves. Where you find 54D, 54 down often. What's 54 down?
Top notch.
Would that be elite? So where you'd find elites often?
On top.
On top, sure.
Sure.
I mean, I like that. Yeah. Though now I'm very curious as to
what you're saying when you make a stealth roll.
Pss, 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 pss.
Well, so yeah. So is it piss, piss or is it pissed?
Yeah, I think it's that. Let's start there. We definitely have it. We're just going to quibble over the spelling.
Yeah, I think pissed is it. I think Josh is right. Doesn't fit.
Kid, Tot.
Yeah. Tots are angels who haven't died.
Yeah, there you go.
That's John Mulaney, stand-up comedian, former writer for SNL, tells a joke about, you know what? Take too long to explain. He's very funny. Hopefully you talks about the way. I'm sorry, I'm tangent. Let's get back to the puzzle. Shade is a tint.
Is FF a Final Fantasy MacGuffin?
No, are you kidding me? You know.
Oh no, Fast and Furious MacGuffin. Okay, here's why that didn't spring to mind, because I don't believe that NOS is a MacGuffin. I think the science behind NOS is fine. You're just supposed to pop it at the beginning of the race and not. God damn it, it is a MacGuffin, isn't it? It's just it's just dramatic effect in the middle of races.
It's dragon blood.
It's not
Your
like you
not
could
my...
just use downshifting.
Yeah,
Josh, you got it.
Yeah, I mean,
can we just take a moment and appreciate how fun 71 Across is? Like, what an evocative, the sound of rising tension in the cafeteria. Ooh,
yes.
That's great. That's great, and that takes me back, and I love it. And oh, Josh, magnificent.
Yeah, this is a beautiful puzzle.
What a blast! This is great.
I don't want the world
to see me because I don't think it has like a strange little name.
You know what? I think we're gonna have to
Yeah.
cross on it, as they say. They come in rock and space varieties, among others.
I'm going to be angry at myself that we didn't know it right away, because it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
Space opera.
Operas.
Space operas. Yeah, space operas.
Space operas, rock operas.
Yep.
Love it. Imp.
Yep.
I'm going to guess. Let's see here.
Every street gets 2.
Or is it every saint?
Every saint.
What's 63 across? Iris? No, let's.
Yeah, Iris is right? Yeah, I think it's called Iris. Yeah. Hold on.
As far as when you're in your late 30s. Tame.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an invitation to talk about.
Or if you're in your 20s. Party. I went to a steakhouse and got a nice shave.
It used to stand for something.
ESPN. Yeah. It's hold on. It's Iris. The song is Iris now that I'm seeing it, but
I don't know what the SEN abbreviation is for. That's gonna kill me. Maybe we can finish this and unlock the director commentary, and then Josh can come back and tell us what's going on. Box spring alternative, memory foam.
Yeah. Box.
Oof,
wait, because the box spring is the box spring. It's not the mattress. It's the stupid thing under the mattress.
Oh, slat.
Slat. So it'd be slat instead of box spring. Yeah,
that's funny because my bed uses slats.
Mm-hmm.
Should have known that.
I don't know why people use box springs. Box springs are old technology. Get a slat bed. Get a raised slat bed so you have storage under your bed, and it's going to be the same height as mattress box spring.
I will say this: I have
your friends here at 2MB Studios.
Well, I mean, I hate to
every
be a
state gets 2. Yep, the chats get genius art noticer. Yeah, every state gets 2 senators. Sen for short.
Yeah,
that's good. That's clever.
Yeah.
He isn't leaving.
Yeah, I kept trying to say it, and I'm going to push it through. I have a raised slat bed, and I'm not a huge fan of the raise. Every time I get into bed, I have to get a running start and leap into it like a.
Well, did you do it for having storage under the bed?
I did specifically for having storage under the bed.
That's interesting. So you feel that your slat bed raised for storage is dramatically higher than if you had a regular frame plus a mattress and a box spring. You think it's higher?
Oh yeah, it's way higher. I have a old, just I don't know how this bed has followed me, but I do have one in my office just until. Well, who cares why it's there? But that is a mattress, a box spring, and a metal frame, and it's nice. You just fall into it. The other one, I've got to I got to leap into it.
Got to launch.
Yeah.
Well, we're still young. We can launch ourselves into stuff.
What I definitely was while creating.
High.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah.
Agree.
Concur. Agree. Yep. Dr. J had a sweet one.
He
Afro?
had
That sweet Afro?
yeah,
He isn't leaving. Lifer.
Lifer, love it.
What is
A thorn in your side. That's a side issue.
what is always to a crossword setter because no poets use it anymore? Air.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
really
is
is.
okay. Let's just take a moment because we're getting close to the end
Yeah.
to just appreciate how delightful this is. This is a treatise on Josh, a
Mhm.
treatise on Josh's thoughts on puzzles, and Josh's observations of our shared experiences as a trio of friends. I find this absolutely charming
Yeah.
and
It's
smartly put together.
yeah, it has an elegance to it that I'm like kind of marveling
Hmm.
on.
Hmm.
Like you put pencil to paper and carved this out. This is not this is not an amateur puzzle. This is
He carved away all the excess marble. The statue was within it the whole time.
yeah.
Quit, but like slowly leave an
Wilt?
improv team. That's pretty much how people leave improv teams.
Yeah.
Was that 4 letters? Starts with a W.
Yeah. W is wait. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably wilt. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna try and make a pun like W is wait, I is inform, L is show up late, and T is time to join a new troop.
Nice. Well, that took me on a journey. Places you'd find a crossword setter's favorite snake.
Where
Do
you
you
find
find
an
an
asp?
asp?
Yeah.
Where do you find an asp?
I was gonna say Egypt, but this is probably wrong.
What would you find it in a? Yeah, it's
Let's
like you
poke
could
her.
find it in a crossword tile, but that would mean that Wilt would be right, and we're not sold on Wilt yet.
Yeah. I think I like key to getting out of a lot of programs, the escape key.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
I mean
Is
tail, like the tail of the asp. Not quite yet there.
yeah,
Let's
we're talking ourselves into it. EMS.
EMS.
Yeah.
Yep. Hard to see.
GIF. Sec. A sec is a GIF.
Yep. Let's see if we can chop this out.
A
A preference of 32. A preference of 2MB Studios. I feel almost bad on this because I'm trying to run through the it's whatever it takes. No, is it Friend Theft Auto? No,
Is it
trying to run through the shows I know of 2MB Studios.
Is it Bits? Does Bits start with an I? Has it started with an I this whole time? Hold on. 34 cross.
34
Advocacy
cross.
org against hate speech.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm sure it's not LOL.
Yeah.
69 degrees. Okay, technically. Well, it's not ice. Wait. I feel like it's a joke on like nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
These are all kind of this is a little briar patch right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna
34 cross. Oh, okay. So Supreme Lord Ender. Yeah, you know what it is? It's a briar patch because we're sticking with Wilt. If we get rid of Wilt, Supreme Lord Ender's 34 across the Anti-Defamation League, it does fit nice.
Okay. Well, then let's check that off and
the
okay.
Nile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ween.
Oh yeah. Indies.
I don't get this.
I don't get that either. But
leave it for the commentary, I guess. I'm trying to think
you
of
know
like
what?
like graphene or like OChem stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm. You never read. Oh, you know. Okay, hold on, Josh. You never read the actual clue for 32 down. Yeah,
5A.
he's right. He's right. Okay. Yeah, it's all okay. What's five? Five across is. Oh, we didn't actually do it yet.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Oh,
We
jeez.
blew past this, and shame on
Yeah.
us. Hang on, I bet we can. Let's backstall this. Let's do the others. 7 down. Oh wow, did we really? This
Wow.
is
Look
solves.
at solves. Yep. Sure.
Oh, is 5 across? To Josh. It's Josh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Is
right.
it?
Josh solves 25A. What's 25A? Josh solves with friends. 9 p.m. 24 across is on, right? Oh,
Eastern Standard Time. Yep.
Eastern.
Oh,
On to MB. Josh
suffix.
solves with friends. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 2MB Studios. Right. Great. Delightful.
That is so good too.
That's so good. Oh, Josh. What a gift. What a gift you have given us. Aquavita.
Join us. Hop in.
Hop in. Love it.
What we ask.
We ask for help. We ask for help.
We sure do.
Yeah.
Sioux City State.
South Dakota.
So that's D. Wait. I'm mad. Oh,
that's great.
You
Josh.
That's amazing.
Mwah, chef's kiss, buddy.
That's
delightful.
That is.
Yeah. So, you know, I wanted to stay true to the logo, you know? So it's all of those things.
Dude.
When I saw
dude, yeah, you're oh my god,
yeah.
Look at that. It's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, there are layers to this thing. There are levels and there are layers.
I will say, I mean, I could just say this and maybe I'm lying because we're at the end, but when I saw like I think I saw like with friends at some point, I was like, oh, I wonder if this is the logo.
Oh, dude,
I
just
kind of
logo in.
Yeah.
So this was the first puzzle I've created in probably like 10 years. So, you know, it doesn't follow a number of crossword rules. There are some 2-letter clues. The G in magic isn't clued north-south, you know, because it turns out that putting, you know, Josh solves with friends and 2MB Studios in a crossword, it's a bunch of different letter combinations and or numbers of letters, so it's hard to fit everything.
Yeah.
H2O and 2MB Studios, Josh. Splendid. Splendid.
Yeah.
This was a journey. Honestly, I love 2MB. I mean, 2MB Studios and H2O and like getting the whole thread of Josh solves with friends, Eastern Standard Time, 2MB. Like, I love that. I love it all. My favorite clue is probably what is that? 71 across. Let me look on my bigger
Which
screen.
one was that?
Ooh. It like that is an entire short story in a clue and 4 letters. Like that is as evocative. That's why people do art. People do art to make other people feel feelings. And I saw ooh, and I'm like, I feel feelings.
Yeah.
I get to call this art. I'll take it.
Dude, hell yeah, man.
Oh, sorry,
thanks, guys.
Actually.
Love it.
Yeah.
Were there any things? So, aside one question for the setter here
yes,
is
as much.
Was there? I mean, yeah, you didn't abide by certain rules by big crossword, but aside from that, what other observations have you had on making a puzzle for the first time in a decade?
So before I used to hate creating the clues, and this time I had a lot of fun creating the clues. Before it was so much more about just like fitting the words together like a puzzle. Yeah, and for this one, it still had that. That's why we have this strange pattern before you. But yeah, I feel like that was the biggest thing. I did end up creating a second one, but given that we are already at 10:30, I think we might have to save that one for a future date.
It would really be an embarrassing
inviting us back. Sounds good to
wouldn't
us.
It? It's just, yeah, I kind of want to sit on this for a week, just like, oh, it's a puzzle.
Yeah. I would like to feel good about this for several days.
Yeah, the other one that I made is a little bit harder and has a theme that is terrible puns. So we'll we'll have a great time.
I have one other question for the setter here is, I mean, what does it feel like to be watching two people you know well solve a puzzle?
Super weird. That I created. Yeah, it's super weird.
Wow.
Yeah, I liked it. But it's there were a couple of things where what was it, like wilt less so. Like I understand that little patch there has a little bit of bullshit in it. I get it. It's fair.
But by the way, thank you, Supreme Lord Ender, for Anti-Defamation League. That cracked it open.
Yeah, that snapped and finally got.
Yeah, so like the real hard one was the 2MB Studios side of it. Like part of the reason that the left side is bad is because the right side required a lot of rearranging. So that is not the first pattern I drew up for it. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, have us back and we'll do part 2.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do part 2.
Yeah.
Why don't we finish off the evening with the bee?
Oh, yeah. Love the bee.
Oh, real quick though, the Een clue, the 69 degrees.
Yes, east-northeast.
Oh, yeah, degree, yeah.
Listen, when you were doing this, like, oh, okay, is that a play on ice? I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's a fair criticism. No, it's just me putting 69 in because it's funny.
I mean, it is funny. I'm not trying to say it's not. I just went down
69 degrees is east northeast. Just 67.5 is more accurate.
That's okay. That is very clever. I just
All right. So the spelling bee. Here's how this works. Chat and again, I forget what the phrase "abolish the Senate" used. Backseating is totally go for it. Spin them out. The way that this works is we're going to get 7 letters, and we just need to find words that use those 7 letters. You can use the letters any number of times. The only rules are it needs to be at least 4 letters long, and it needs to use the center letter. So that's it.
Bang it out, man.
Magazine.
So, yep.
God damn it, magazine. That's the one.
That is one of the easier.
It's all right there.
I am not going to sit here and believe that you guys wouldn't have gotten it immediately if I wasn't thinking.
It's all right there.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and get this faster than anyone else.
Mean, main, meme.
Let's see if they take meme.
Give me meme.
Mage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Amaze.
Mage better freaking fit.
Maze and amaze. I like that.
It's too bad amazing will not work.
How secular is the New York Times? Will they give us amen?
Oh yeah, they'll probably give us
Give us
amen.
amen.
And it is a word.
Yeah, it's a word.
Mine.
It's sort of funny that
Nine.
that we do have the ing, but it is going to be a little bit tough because the middle letter is the
Yeah.
Ooh, imagine. That's a good one.
That is cool. And sneak image in there too.
Image.
I don't know if this is a proper noun, but can we try Gemini?
Gemini.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I bet that's there. Oh, really?
Come on.
Fine, whatever. You know what? I get to feel proud that I saw it and indignant that it's not there. It's
Enigma.
I mean, it's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I'll try Zine, and Zine is there.
Okay. Zine is in. Gemini is out.
So imagining, unfortunately, does not have an E in it.
It's true. Enigma.
Ooh, Enigma. That's a good one. What was the one that I had just a second ago?
Did we get it? Mime.
It is gone.
Someone said image. Yeah, we got image a long time ago.
Yeah, Mega. That's a good one. I remember mange.
Engage and engaging.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those are good ones. Yeah.
Main and also no, not that main. We have mean already, right?
Yeah.
We do. Cool.
Hold on. Let me look at the chat here. Is the chat giving us some good stuff? We got gaze. Gaze
is good stuff.
Gaze is good stuff. Gaze is real good stuff.
Maging doesn't have an E in it.
Almost certainly won't be up there, but can we try Maine as in the state of Maine? Just
we've tried every other mange. Maine.
Let's just take a moment and celebrate the great state of Maine.
Kimmy's in there. I mean, it should be. I'm glad it's there. I wasn't sure it would be.
Gene, like Gene Pool Gene?
That's what I was just thinking.
Okay. Can you try nagging? Okay.
No, I cannot try it.
Fine. Oh, but egging would be.
Ooh, egging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel, we tried Gemini and they don't have it, which
that is horseshit.
Is bullshit.
Yeah.
They'll give us amen, but not Gemini.
I mean,
when we look to the skies, we are confused.
Right. I almost want to try Gemini's as in to turn something into
Speaking of look to the sky, enema.
Enema.
That's there.
We got mean right earlier. Yeah.
Rachel in the chat, angina, unfortunately not an E, but I do love that word.
G is a good one.
Manage. Do we get manage?
Ooh, we did not get manage.
Hey. Minimize.
Yeah.
Is that also a pangram? No, it doesn't have the G.
Not quite, yeah.
No, it doesn't have the G.
And we can't do minimizing. Minge is actually, that's a good question.
I tried Minge. It is not accepted. I'm less upset about that one.
Yeah.
And magazine, we have mezzanine.
Hell
yeah, Rachel.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Rachel.
Hell yeah.
Mizzen.
Mizzen, like the mizzen mast.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see if they take maize. They do take maize that way. Okay. Zaz does not have the E. If that was not an issue, I bet they would take it though. I keep wanting to do energize, and it's not there. There's no R.
Yeah, that R would, double the list at least.
Rachel is giving us a mine, which is not a thing, but I think she may have meant anime.
No, we should be mad about that. A meme.
It's
is
not
a
giving
word,
us
it's an
anime?
OChem
It is.
term.
Oh, it is giving us anime.
It did. I just misspelled it.
All right.
Ben, I don't. I'll try it, but I don't think that that's how amazing. They don't have that alternate spelling.
No, I'm sorry. Can we try AMINE again? That one's bothering me because it's totally an OChem. I forget exactly what characterizes an amino.
Gauge.
I'm assuming
Gage. Gauge.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a amino acid, like
yeah, the amine.
As you have
is
aminos,
like
you have
it's the nitrogen
amides.
double bonded to hydrogen, I think. Anyway, can we try aging? AGEING? I don't know if it's spelled that way, but
I don't think it. Wow.
Just sneak that in there. Yeah. Hey.
Wait, can we? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Aging is spelled that way?
I think it's a way to spell it.
I guess that is an alternate spelling. I would not have guessed that one. Good job.
This is what we get when we vote AOC in as president. We get weird words for aging.
Yep, and healthcare.
Bare shelves.
That's what America needs right now is a centrist alphabet.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Really zero
We
in
need
on
an inoffensive, middle of the political aisle alphabet that no one gets upset about.
Well, friends.
We get to still be friends after that.
Oh man, delightful.
Guys, this has been Josh Solves with Friends. I would like to thank my friends Brandon and John. Rachel's right. After I made you a puzzle.
Yeah.
His political views were very clear in the puzzle too. His letters. Friends, yeah.
So we are here every Tuesday at 9:30, or at 9 p.m. Geez, not at 9:30. Show up at 9:30 and we'll still be here, but show up at 9 p.m. and we'll also be here. Would love to have you. Love having your help in chat. If you want to give me a puzzle. If you want to be a guest, if you want to tell me why the puzzle that I gave them sucks, all of these options are good options. That's all for now. Good night, and thanks so much for watching.
Good night, everyone.